again, I got to put one of them questions out. Let's just get to it.
Come
Quit
on.
beating around the bush. Why I can't be with a white woman?
That's what he really wanted to ask. That's what he wanted. I knew the whole time. Ah, see, we can leave now.
I
Look.
don't eat pork, but goddamn the white women. As Jamie Foxx said.
That's true. Listen. I'm gonna tell you, man. That's funny. See, that's really what he wanted to ask the whole time. All right.
Nah, but I mean, we joke and we play, but the first question when we understand that white people aren't allowed to join the nation, but even when we're talking about love, and if love is truly an unconditional thing amongst all people and humanity and the organisms that we are, why? Because the color of someone or the lack of melanin in someone's skin, I can't love that person.
Well, the easiest thing I can tell you, brother, and how we're taught the nation is, of course, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan teaches us that love is from and of God. Love is superior and supreme and above color. He has absolutely stated this is his actual facts. He will not speak unless it's actual facts.
Right.
So when it comes to love, that is speaking from a God-like perspective, original perspective, untainted, clean, spotless, without stain or blemish, without any type of destructive past and historical understanding as to why it may be in the best benefit of my people or not of my people. The reason why the white woman, brother, and we can go into the anatomy, we can go into biology, we can go into history, we can go into culture, is not ideal for the black man is because if you want to have the best of another black man, you have to have a black man and a black woman to have a black child. Even though a black man and a white woman can still have a black child. Now you're dealing with biology. All right, now you're dealing with that, which, by the way, because we have the dominant gene.
Yeah, we have the dominant gene. So
regardless,
a black man is gonna make something else black.
Period.
No matter what you mix them.
Period. Which is cultural and not cultural, pardon me, which is genetic annihilation.
Right.
Now, see, that's another area I can go in, and a lot of people are like, okay, but come on. But it's like, well, right now.
But we can't if we're speaking science, as we evolve, we are creating this one race. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna go back to the original.
It's
gonna go back.
So why fight it? Because so really, when engaging with a white woman, all you is bringing it back home. You're just bringing it back home. You're allowing to create the original man once again. We all gonna be beige in a minute anyway.
Right now, mind you, that's down the line. All right, now that's a couple hundred years, a couple thousand years.
It's inevitable.
Which is true, and they see it according to the United States Census Bureau. Right now, they're saying that by the year 2042, America will be a majority brown country.
Yeah,
they are saying that white people are having more deaths than they are having births. Yes. So one perspective for other people would be, listen, I don't want
we got to save the white folks. Right. I got to be with all the white women so I can save y'all.
No, it's the opposite. I can't be with you because I don't want to kill you.
Yeah, right.
And that's for some people's perspective. But in a nation's perspective.
And that's some of their arguments as when you see some of these super conservatives and people in these certain areas of these white nationalists, they just like, yo, we trying to not be extinct.
And there's truth to it. See, and so it's like, you know what? I agree with you. I agree with you, white man. I want to be with a black woman. Why? Because I was forbidden from loving you. I couldn't look at you or else
that's what made me want it even more.
Look at this.
Oh, I can't have you.
Look at this.
Now I'm going to control you.
See this, look at this. See, this terrible. Y'all look terrible.
But I mean, we joke, but these are the real things.
It's real.
One of the reasons why white women are looked at as success. Because in America, we see a white woman, I couldn't have you. My daddy couldn't have you. My granddaddy couldn't have you. I would get killed even looking at you. People, if they thought I whistled at you, they would murder me, beat me, drag me down the street. So now, if I play for the NBA, I want them all. And I can afford them all. That's what they're thinking.
And the sad thing is that has to do with the slave master mentality.
It does. Because we're superseding it.
Nah.
I was your slave for this long. Now I'm gonna take your woman, and because your woman always wanted me. She always dreamt about me.
She had you in the barn.
Yeah, but that's what I think because
she snuck and had you
because it was forbidden. It was forbidden, so therefore, now that it doesn't have to be forbidden, I'm gonna show that I'm the superior being, I'm the dominant original man, and I'm gonna act within that. So therefore, that's why I believe at times we're like, yo, once you get money, once you get success, I'm not following anyone else's rules. I'm gonna love who I want to love.
And the interesting part about that is, we don't want to sit here and say, well, The black woman was raped. She was murdered. She was lynched. She was dismembered. She did all these things. My child, I couldn't look at my child or to sell them to another plantation. They tarred and feathered me if my woman showed any love to me.
And to this day, the black woman is still the most mistreated person on the planet.
Exactly. And you're telling me we went through all these different things. By the way, the white woman was largely part of that.
Right.
Literally. She would help to rape the black man. She would help to buck break us. She would help to sell those of us into other plantations, etc. So you're telling me the black woman who has been there for us the whole damn time,
right?
Who was there when we were getting lynched, who was there for us when we were getting whipped every day, who was there for us to heal our wounds, to give us consolation of mind, to bring us peace and quiet of mind, to help us to get through another day.
Right.
You telling me she doesn't deserve at least, and I'm not saying after the brothers, y'all like, man, I tried. Hold on, listen, you didn't try enough, goddamn. Just like, hold on, brother. Come on, if you can give up on a black woman so easily, you don't deserve no other woman, because you have demonstrated that you can't give enough love to the number one who needs it the most, because she has been destroyed the most. She has been rejected the most. She is the number one divorced, last married, most mistreated, and you telling me
Facts.
that because now you have money, now I'm free to go mess with the same white woman who helped to keep me in slavery, same white woman who helped to remove the black woman from the home because she needed numbers to help to get rights from her white man when we were together as a black family to fight for civilian rights.
Okay.
You telling me you got some goddamn money, and you just gonna go give it not to the black woman who has been there for you, who you have invested in and she has invested in you, but give it to somebody who has no connection to your own damn race, your ethnicity whatsoever. Because when you are marrying, when you are coming together with the culture, with the people. But now we're talking about too many selfish black brothers, selfish, who want to come together with a white one as an individual, as though she is the epitome of greatness. She's the most beautiful. She has the best hair. She has the best everything. No, I think I take some brown sugar over some white cancer-causing sugar any day.
I can't have both.
Like, you can have both. That's up to you.
I'm selfish. You called it out.
And that's up to you.
That's ignorant.
And that is up to you.
In that sense,
That's why choice
I come from a very comedic place with this, but in all seriousness, all of those statements that you make, as accurate as they are, when defining love, there should be no boundaries.
Well, what is love?
When we talking, I mean, if we want to go to the Hebrew understanding of philia or eros or agape.
Well, we can.
Or we're talking.
I love that he been studying. I love this. I swear to you, I do. See, and when I said what is love, love is an action. It is a verb, not a noun, right? It is an action of appreciating, adding value to, uplifting, evolving, growing, helping to sustain, maintain, cultivate. So love is something that you give when you want to bring something from one lower condition into a higher one. Who is in the lowest condition today? See, now we're talking about, listen, hold up, player.
Okay.
Fine. You want some snow bunnies? Go jump in the snow, bro.
Right.
But right now, I'm cool on the sand next to the beach.
Right.
All right. And my woman needs, now it's not a thing about, oh, who I love, I can't help who I love. You can't help who you love.
Right.
That's not logical. You can help who you love. Just like you don't want.
Well, dealing with eros, you may not be able to control your emotions for the
urge.
Attraction and
the
urge.
You may have an attraction, of course.
That lustfulness is the things that we can't really control.
And that's where that choice came in, where you said, I couldn't have a white woman. Now you're talking about lust. You ain't talking about love.
Right.
You're talking about lust. I wonder how that one feels.
Yeah.
I wonder how that one smells.
Right.
See, I'm serious. I'm not being vulgar, but that's just what it is.
No, it's facts.
Right? It's like I wonder. It's that curiosity that you want over there. But it's like, wait a minute. This black woman is in the lowest condition.
Right.
And you say you love. How much do you love her? Do you love her enough to represent your people by lifting her up, or do you want to go and do something that takes less work and takes less discipline because it's easy?
As a man, if I'm
can't call yourself a man unless you work.
But as a man in a situation who can be a provider, and not just through physical love, but truly to uplift my community, my black woman, if I can still do that and partake and participate with people who don't have as much melanin or who may be more privileged, why shouldn't I be able to do that?
Oh, you can participate. But at the end of the day, which one are you truly uplifting and contributing to?
Because we can uplift and contribute to in ways as from our daughters, our mothers, our aunts, we as providers to our community, those are different actions than who I choose to lay down with that night. You know.
Oh no! Wait a minute, hold on, Nick. Wait a minute, Nick. You talking about for a night, for a day, a side chick, side piece, or you talking about for the rest of your life?
Because for me, and having
I
lived life,
you're right,
and have engaged in many different relationships, I'm at a point in my life currently where a relationship would do nothing but hinder my mission.
Okay.
And as someone who is an independent thinker, I've seen that relationships, specifically marriages, are controlled by the society that white supremacy has established.
White supremacy marriages,
yeah,
based on that type of system.
But if we go all the way back to Africa, there is not one man and one woman. It's a tribal mentality that therefore
it's polygamous.
Yeah, and you can create, and even there, I know there's certain things within the Muslim culture where you can have up
multiple
to 4
wives.
wives, I believe it is. And we're going to touch on that too, because I like that. but ultimately, all I'm saying is, yes, I don't believe personally, like as much as we joke, a relationship isn't for me. Okay. So it's specifically marriage, because of what I've seen. Relationships are only to make you better, make you greater. I'm good. I feel like I'm in a position that I don't think I can meet a woman that's going to make me better. If anything, the mission that I feel that God has placed in my heart right now, I have to do on my own, in the same way that priests have to do on their own, the same way that Buddhist monks have to do on their own. I feel like I'm in now, that doesn't mean I don't have the physical urges and those lustful things that I want to feed at times, but that's junk food. That's time of leisure and play. But if I'm really trying to build and move forward, someone next to me, I tried that. And two alpha humans together are hard to be aligned, are hard to be equally yoked. I know that my alpha drive, a lot of people can't keep up with. So therefore, I'm not good at relationships. Some may call that selfish. Some may even call that a way of only or not loving, not being able to love. I can love in a big way. My heart is tremendous, but I know I know within my mission, I have to keep moving. That's who I am as a person. So saying that, I can not only deal with, I can uplift, empower, and leave any black woman that I'm with better than when I met her. I know I have whatever she wants, I can provide that. Well, if it's money, if it's love, if it's physicality, if it's protection, I have the ability to provide it, but I'm not gonna. I'm not planting
not with one.
Yeah. I'm not even just one. I'm not gonna plant my flag in that ground. I feel that's hindering her. That idea of marriage, God, man, and woman, I don't believe in that. I was taught that, but I feel like, why is the woman at the lowest point on the totem pole? It should be an equal. It should be. I don't believe women should be submissive to men. I was taught that, and I know in the culture, specifically in the nation, sometimes that the woman is supposed to be submissive to her king and all those things. But I believe kings and queens should be equal. And going back to the African mentalities, and even some of the Asian and I would say some of the more of the Hindu ideas, that they've had gods as well as royalty, that the woman is the one that is the greater being.
Absolutely.
And I believe that happens in our culture quite a bit. So I just ask in that sense of knowing it shouldn't matter. If I know who I am, I'm not really moving in that direction anyway to plant my flag in the ground. I'm looking to be one with someone. So therefore, and one with myself, and like you said, the knowledge of self and understanding to be the greatest one is within me, but I can still engage, but it shouldn't matter what color her skin is, and it really shouldn't matter how many. If we have this interaction, if I left you better than you were when I met you, that was a great exchange. You know what I'm saying? Like if our culture, and when I say culture, I mean our interaction, our time that we spent together, made we found happiness and we found growth within that. Why does it need to be forever? Why does it need to be one person? I feel like that's a hindrance. I feel like we're supposed to build, and then we keep building, and we move on. In every if we look at the lion in our animal kingdom, the lion doesn't plant his stake in the ground. He creates his pride and he moves along. And that goes on for several different animals. And not comparing myself to an animal, but I'm just saying, as nature is created, as a man and what I believe a man is to be, as long as I protect and provide, it shouldn't matter who the woman is, what her beliefs were before she met me, or what color she was, and all the I'm here to uplift you and carry on. So and that's absolutely that's where I'm currently.
That's where you at. Okay.
That's where I'm at currently. So then something like race becomes minuscule in that mentality because and if we're talking about building families, you know, my kids is light skinned. Right. You know what I mean? But both of, you know, at this point, both of my baby mothers are black women. Now, lighter skin, mulatto, or mixed with Asian, or whatever.
We all got something.
Yeah, we all got something.
Of course.
But they define themselves as black women, regardless of what color their skin is. Right. But that's not to say I might not meet an amazing Caucasian woman tomorrow and say, I want to procreate with you.
Right.
What is the problem with that? That child will still be a black child. And
no, it won't.
Therefore, only understanding that love should not be confined.
Absolutely. And I totally agree. And I took it down.
He just said he totally agreed. Y'all heard him say it.
I totally agree with that last point. You better not edit that out. We ain't going to chop that. Right? No, I totally agree.
These are our leaders.
That all the different points, right? And I mentally took notes on all the points. So number one, he was speaking from an individual perspective. All right, let's make that clear.
Yes.
He was talking about him.
Selfishly.
Right, he was talking about him. But,
selfishly speaking.
But he was communicating individually to the group think, because there's a lot of people who do think just like that. There's a large amount. So he's not the only one. So I definitely took it as that, which is not just Nick. It's Nick speaking on behalf of the brothers who can maintain, sustain, but want to keep it rolling. Right. You know, a multiple, whenever, et cetera. Love should be confined
energy.
to
I'm trying to move this energy around.
Of course, right? Energy. We're going to call it energy, ladies. A lot of energy Nick got for y'all.
Yeah, I got a lot of energy
all right,
for y'all.
So, and from an individual, you know what, brother? That's the beauty as well, man. If that is what you want to do, you are free to do that.
Absolutely.
That's the beauty.
That's why I love this life.
And that's why I was saying, man, you know, if people want to do these things, that is your choice.
Oh my God. Oh, that was excruciating. Oh God, you know what? Oh God, that was excruciating. I've lost so much respect for Nick Cannon after this. After that segment, I've lost a tremendous amount of respect for him. Let me just get myself together. Oh God of mercy. Oh Lord of mercy. Listen. You know what? Oh, let me just give my intros. I'm sorry. This is exhausting. I just drink water. I have a drink right here. Oh God. Listen. Tonya TKO. I'm a self-love specialist from TonyaTKO.com. I help you learn how to love yourself and each other. On this channel, we talk about self-loving or self-abusing through relationships. And one of the ways that we self-abuse is by supporting people who do not support us, Black women. Look, we're going to talk about that in a minute. On this channel, we talk about also viral video topics that can be used as teachable moments of dating relationships in our own lives. So there is so much in here to unpack that if I had to unpack this whole thing, this video would be an hour long. So I'm just going to go over some of the notes that I took. This man is freaking ignorant. He's freaking ignorant. This Nick Cannon person, he's freaking ignorant. And this guy, Rizza Islam, attempted to school him. And the worst part about it is that you have two brothers resonating at different frequencies. You have Nick resonating down here, flitting around on this lower vibration, and you have Rizza Islam up here. And unfortunately, in this conversation, by the end of it, you see Rizza devolve into the same just energetic stupidity of Nick Cannon. I'm sorry to put it that way, but by the end, he was like, that's his words, that's not my word. Because it's like, you can't, it's like a tango. And if you're over there doing some ballroom dancing and the other person is down there doing the funky chicken, it's like you're not at the same pace. And I don't know how Rizza could have risen this man up to his level. Nick Cannon is freaking ignorant. And this is part of the reason Black women, let's stop supporting niggas who don't support us. We have got to stop supporting niggas in destructive niggas. We have got to stop supporting ignorant niggas that are not down for the community. There's so much that he said. So basically, Rizzo was trying to tell him, okay, well, and then Nick was also conflating a lot of different things. Listen, there's a difference between getting your rocks off and being like, haha, now I can finally taste of the white meat. There's a difference between, quote unquote, tasting of the white meat and leaving the women of your community to fend for themselves because you're taking your resources and putting them elsewhere. You not just saying, oh, now I can finally have sex with a white woman freely. What you're doing is you're taking your black ass resources that the black community helped your black ass to build, because I was there and I supported Nick Cannon shows in the past. In person, I have gone on the ground and have supported him and his shows. So it's like these niggas, and I'm sorry to use the word, and this is the first time in any recorded video that I've ever used this word. But these niggas go and they take from the black community, they take from black women and black men rising on the backs of our support. And then once we support them and we lift them and we all of this, then all of a sudden they get to these heights and then they're like, oh, now I want to show and prove my success by now taking the resources that y'all black asses didn't help me acquire and now divulging that into another community and then claiming that your children are black. No, baby, your children are not black. They're not just quote unquote light skin. They are not. Nick Cannon's children are not. And then he has the nerve to talk about both of his. I didn't know he had another quote unquote baby mama besides Mariah Carey. I didn't know that, but he says that both of his baby mamas identify as black women. And see, this is part of the reason why we have to stop using these stupid blanket terms like words like black. Okay, you could call yourself a black woman if you want to, but is you Negroid? Is you Negroid? Do you have Negroid features? Is your hair Negroid? So, okay, you could call yourself black if you want to, but what does that mean? What does it mean for a person to say that they're black? This is why we have so much confusion now here anyway. Okay, so you can go ahead and you can mate with a Caucasian if you choose. Are your children Negroid? They are not. They are a mixture of Negroid and Caucasoid. Or if you get with an Asian person, Negroid and Mongoloid. There are only 3 races. Negroid, Mongoloid, Caucasoid. That's it. That's it. People in Asia, people in Asia are Mongoloid, even the Native Americans. Mongoloid. And you'll see that there are features that they share across the board. Mexicans, Mongoloid. So you don't get the privilege of being able to feel like you could traverse throughout the community at your whim when you choose to. Oh, you're not down for black people. You're not down for the cause. When you taking your resources, look at what he's talking about. He doesn't feel like a woman can offer him anything. Yeah, of course not. Because look at where you're dipping your toes, mother effer. You're not dipping your toes in ponds that are beneficial. You dipping your toes off of some damn penile revenge against the white man so that you're like, oh, now I can have your woman. Instead of having enough self-love for yourself to be like, you know what? I know what it is that my people are going through right now. So listen, I don't know what we'll be going through in 2042, but I know what it is that we need right now. And we need our resources in our community to be able to exalt us and lift us into a different place. This is why we are wallowing around right now. And I'm asking, these are our leaders? This bumbleclad, this nasty, this damn fool over here sitting there talking his damn foolishness there. Talking, just laughing, cuckling, and just pure, damn niggatry. I don't know how else to describe it. He's sitting there. What was he talking about? He can be a benefit to his people. The white woman is the version of success. Oh, I can take your woman. I can love who I want. Yeah, you can love who you want. See, this is what I'm saying. Yes. Love who you want. But this is why we have got to stop supporting people who do not support us. Listen, I watched that movie. Black Panther, and I loved M'Baku. Oh, he was so sexy. I posted his picture up on my Instagram. I found out he was dating a white woman. Click, click, click. Not a white woman, an Asian woman. Click, 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 delete. I deleted his photo off of my Instagram. I am not supporting and promoting people who, when all is said and done and they get a little piece of paper, that instead of saying, you know what, I am going to support people who have had a hard time because they have the same features as I do. Instead, they're going to be like, to hell with you. Let me just leave you where it is that you are. You ain't good enough. This is the best woman right there. Let me go take my resources and give to this woman over here. And listen, I don't know what the background is with M'Baku. I forgot his real name. I do not care at this point. I don't know what the background is. I don't know whether or not this is the only person who... I don't care. I could give my support to those whom I choose and whom I not to choose. And Nick Cannon will not get my support again. I will not go to one of his tapings. I will not support him in any way that I can see fit to support. I will not. M'Baku neither. None of these. None. I'm sorry. Listen, there is a mission. This is life or death out here. It's serious out here in these streets. It's serious. And I'm tired of Black women constantly being told that they are not good enough because there were some other women that were kept off duty, off whatever, off limits to them. And so I'm thinking, okay, well, why not exalt the Black woman and keep people off limits from her? Be like, oh no, you cannot get a Black woman. We're going to exalt and lift and rise up the Black woman. But instead of, we can talk about the original person and the melanated person and all of this, instead of going towards and lifting up the people with the most melanin and the most Negroid features, what do? We go and we love our oppressor. Black men in this country, the Black men who have that opinion that Nick Cannon did, that he will leave Black women to suffer alone, to suffer without support while he goes and throws his resources into another community. You are submissive to the white man, living your life, chasing after, hoping that you can be good enough to be what? To get the respect of a person, to get the anger, the accolades, the what? So that you can finally be like, oh, look, I'm good enough now. I have one of your women. Really? In what sense? Because you taking all of your Black ass resources and pouring into that Caucasian family so that you the mule. And Brother Islam tried to drop some knowledge on him about how white women were instrumental in keeping this person and these persons enslaved. But then here he come. Just pure ignorance. And he's talking about he could leave a Black woman better. So that's a great exchange. Not if your mind ain't right. Who you leaving better when your mind is all titted and tattered the way that it is? A person going to end up worse coming into contact with you and you worshiping the white woman. Come on. And now he's talking about how he's so he used to believe in marriage. Yes, he had a big old damn. You guys remember that big old damn Mariah tattoo across this mofo's back? Well, he had this big tattoo. Oh, he believed in marriage, all right, when he found himself that little light, bright, damn near white woman that he claims identifies as Black but is not Negroid. Does not have Negroid features. And I'm so sick and tired. I'm so sick and tired of people taking those with Caucasoid features and placing them alongside Black women or Negroid women and being like, yeah, see, this right here, the epitome of Black beauty. Meanwhile, you're not Negroid and have no Negroid features, and the part of Negroidness inside of you is so depleted that had you not said it, that nobody would know that you were Negroid. And listen, I don't want to fight about it. I'm not going to fight about that because we know what it is. We know what it is. So listen, on that note, I don't really know what else to say. Brother Islam said so much inside here. I'm going to get out of here and I want to hear your comments below. I'm going to jump into the comments and I myself need to go listen to this relaxed MP3 myself after I got hyped up off of this. So make sure that you go to my website and download your free copy of the MP3. I'll put the links below. You could just go to the shop on TonyaTKO.com and just breathe in deep and just relax and release it. After some of these hard topics, we need to release and let go. Just like my doggone skirt done let go, it done hitched up onto my skirt said to hell with this too. Doggone it. Listen, on that note, I'm gonna get out of here because I don't know what else to do. These are the people who are leading us that we're supposed to look up to. He's talking about lions could just create a whole bunch of prides. No. A lion, the alpha male, the pride chooses the lion, the alpha male lion, who is the strongest to be able to ward off other males from their pride. And he stays in that pride until he is of no more use. And then a younger alpha male comes through and beats him up. And then that man, that broken down lion, has to limp around to find another pride of some ragtag, torn up other lionesses who are willing to accept his old feeble behind, or he just goes out there and gets snuffed out by a younger lion. And then that's the end of his days right there. How much do you love yourself that you don't want your child to have brown skin like you, full Negroid lips like yours, knotty hair like yours, that you don't want them to have a rich, dark complexion like yours? How much do you love yourself and you want your children to have the features of your former oppressor, the person who you're still submitting and submissive to? He's talking about he doesn't feel that a woman should be submissive to a man in a relationship, yet you're societally submissive to the white man. Is you kidding me? Who you leading? Who you leading? Who you leading? And you still running behind white man, trying to get accolades from him. Is you joking? You must be joke. You must be mad. These are the people who are supposed to lead us up into this revolution. Of course, the revolution is not going to be televised because it's going to be with women on the damn front lines. Because these damn stupid, good for nothing, 2-bit Negroes are so busy trying to line up penises with white men and trying to show them, oh, I can, what is the joke? Oh, I can take one of your white women and exalt her up and share all of my resources, making her family wealthy and our offspring wealthy. Ha ha, joke is on you. No, mother effer, the joke is on you. You the joke. They want you, listen, they want you to come and give you think it's a joke? They want you to come and give them a little bit of melanin so that their offspring can live on through you. Because the way that we're going with this climate change, if you don't have melanin, you listen. You want to talk about the day of reckoning. Yes, it's coming and it is upon us. And if you don't have melanin in the way that climate change is changing right now, you're going to be in for a rude awakening. So yes, these people, they know and they understand. I've been hearing people talking to listen. You need to have friends of all different types of backgrounds. I first heard it mentioned to me in 2008. This very pale white man was like, I don't know what he was trying to get me to pop out some melanated children for him, because he was telling me about how he needed his children. He had already had one white child and he needed the rest of his children to be melanated. I was like, you must be mad. You must be a joke. I said, oh no, baby, look at the hell away from this man. I'm going, what? You gonna take my melanin and while I'm diluting myself? Please, to save you and your offspring, you must be crazy. I'm out of here. I didn't talk for too long now. I'm out. I gotta get far away from this subject because I know that this is gonna cause a lot of discord on my channel, and I don't care because I'm gonna go listen to my relaxed MP3 right now and just woo-saw it away. I'm just gonna just just breathe in deep and just let it all go. I can't. This man must be mighty crazy. I will not support Nick Cannon again. And listen, keep on talking. Open up your mouth so that we can identify and see who you are. Oh, please, black men, open up your mouth and show us. Show us who you are so that we know what it is that we need to do. Not again. Listen, Tonya TKO, and I'm out of here. Peace. Oh, go out there and love one another. But most importantly, did I give the closing already? I can't even remember. I went off. Go out there and love one another, but most importantly, love yourself. And loving yourself is taking the time to test your own theories. Just weigh them and be able to have conversations with other people and see where they're coming from. Forget that. No, let me just keep it real. Let me just keep it real. I don't care. I ain't gonna be no love guru right now. I'm gonna keep it real. Love yourself enough to love your features enough to desire for the offspring that you create of your loins to want to have your features too. Love yourself enough to stop with this damn foolishness, this fallacy talking about your dominant genes. No, you're diluting your genes. Love yourself enough. I'm out of here. I can't.